Star City, the episode begins at the pier, where Brick is busy conducting a smuggling operation. However, the crooks are not alone, they are interrupted by an exploding arrow from Speedy. Brick orders his goons to shoot at Speedy, but Robin, Kid Flash and Aqualad show up to help him in taking down the villains. Brick throws boulders at them and teases them for not being real heroes. Speedy shoots a high-density polyurethane foam at Brick, effectively restraining him. The young heroes try to convince Speedy to join them, but he refuses. Speedy belittles them by saying the team is just a joke, and it is something to keep them busy and in their place. He leaves the trio speechless. At Mount Justice, Robin, Kid Flash and Aqualad want to know if Superboy and Miss Martian have asked him yet. They say he is arriving. Junior heroes rush outside to meet Red Tornado and ask for a mission. He informs them that assigning missions is Batman's job and that they will be tested soon. He recommends they socialize with one another and keep busy by exploring the cave. Young heroes are not happy at this, as they want a real mission assigned to them. Miss Martian tries to read Red Tornado's mind but realizes that she cannot since he is an AI and not an organic matter. Kid Flash looks at her flirtatiously and tells her it was a good try. Young heroes decide to take tour of the cave, and Miss Martian volunteers as their tour guide, as Miss Martian and Superboy live there. The cave was actually an entire mountain, hollowed out and fortified by Superman and Green Lantern. This was Justice League's first headquarters, but they abandoned it because the location was discovered. Miss Martian worries that the bad guys know their location, but boys assure her that the villains will never think to look there, as it is too obvious. They are hiding in plain sight. Superboy smells smoke and Miss Martian realizes that the cookies she has been baking have burnt. Kid Flash gulps down a few anyways, they then share their real names with each other. Aqualad is called Calder, Kid Flash is Wally, but Robin is prohibited by Batman to share his true identity. Miss Martian has an alien name but tells them to call her an earthly name, Megan. Superboy does not have anything to contribute to this, so he starts walking away, but Megan communicates with Superboy through telekinesis and tells him that she will find an earthly name for him too. This ticks Superboy, and he lashes out at Megan for speaking inside his head. Confused, Megan explains it to the others that on Mars it is the only form of communication. Aqualad tells her to stop as on Earth it is considered an invasion of privacy. Megan then goes after Superboy, but he doesn't want to talk. She shows the boys her bioship from Mars and all the heroes jump into it for a ride. Aqualad notices that Superboy is upset and quietly tries to comfort him. He tells Superboy that he can apologize to Megan for overreacting, but he cannot bring himself to speak as he is still traumatized by the experience he had in Cadmus Labs. Robin tries to defuse the situation and asks Megan to show off her shape-shifting abilities. She shapeshifts as young heroes. Kid Flash asks Megan if she can go through walls like Martian Manhunter. When she says no, Robin teases Wally. He says that the Flash can run through walls, but when Wally tries it, all he gets is a nosebleed. Meanwhile, Red Tornado reaches out to the team and asks them to covertly check up on the disturbance occurring at Happy Harbor. When they arrive at the place, they discover a tornado, and ripping through it is a new villain who calls himself Mr. Twister. Heroes prepare to take him on, but he taunts them for being kids, although they fight hard to defeat him, but they are not able to do so. So they ask him what he wants, and he says that he wants to fight a real hero. When Megan tries to read the mind of Twister, she discovers she cannot and assumes it is Red Tornado in disguise, testing them. They soon learn their mistake as Twister summons a major storm and knocks them all unconscious. When they regain consciousness, Twister leaves telling them to stay out of his way, or he will show them no mercy. Heroes lash out at Megan for making them believe that Twister is Red Tornado in disguise. She tells them she only wanted to help as she wants to be part of the team. Aqualad isn't sure if they are a team at all. The heroes go after Twister. Megan calls Tornado for help, but Tornado refuses, saying he doesn't want to interfere, but points out the strange coincidence that Twister has same elemental abilities and is also an inorganic machine like him. This gives Megan an idea. Heroes on the other hand are trying to fight Twister but are failing. Megan communicates to the team telepathically and tells them she has a plan. In the meantime, Tornado shows up and tells the young heroes to back off as they are not ready to fight this villain on their own. They argue that they have a plan, but Tornado dismisses them. Tornado and Twister then engage in an elemental battle, but Twister knocks down Tornado and tries to reprogram him, but discovers he cannot as it is actually Megan disguised as Tornado. This confuses Twister, but the young heroes are able to attack Twister all at once using a pro-planned attack. They finally defeat him and discover that he is actually a man inside a very elaborate suit. Megan uses a rock to crush the man. The team, shocked at what Megan did, confront her for eliminating the villain. She says that she thought they had more faith in her after she helped in taking down the bad guy. Lifting up the rock she used to crush him, she reveals the man to be an android as well. At a mysterious location, a professor is monitoring all this through giant monitors. The professor seems to be happy on the progress as he thinks he is getting close to catching Tornado. Junior heroes celebrate their first victory. They finally feel like a team. Superboy apologizes to Megan and they smile at one another. End of episode. If you like our recap, make sure to subscribe to our channel.